Hello everyone, welcome to Learning Japanese with Marcelo, Mr. Piggy. On this lesson we will be learning the verb noru, which means to get on. Okay, so this is a verb you're going to be using when you get on a transportation to go somewhere. So basically we use it a lot to describe how you go around on your daily life. Okay, it's an irregular verb, so when you change it into the forms that we have, like the masu, the nai, and the te, we're gonna have to basically change the R family. The ru, so ru becomes ri, for masu becomes ra for nai, and becomes the small tsu for te, the imperative form. Okay, so let's have a look at the sentences that we have. For the first one, it's our dictionary form, noru. So the sentence here is 飛行機に乗るのが怖いです。飛行機に乗るのが怖いです。飛行機に乗るのが怖いです。Okay, so 飛行機 means airplane, noru is to get on, and kawaii means to be scared. Okay, so kawaii this is the polite form, right? So remember that actually this is something you can memorize as a set of words. Verb plus noga kawaii, noga kawaii this, meaning I'm afraid of doing blah blah blah, or the verb. Okay, so in this case is I'm afraid of flying, right? Well, getting on a plane would be the proper translation here, but basically you're saying I'm afraid of flying. Okay, so you could say, for example, I'm afraid of sleeping in the dark. ね、暗い部屋で寝るのが怖いですね。So 寝る is to sleep. So 寝るのが怖いです。And so on. So basically, just memorize like doing verb plus noga kawaii, meaning that I'm afraid of action. Okay, and also here, ni basically is something that you're gonna use in front, let's say between the transportation method and the verb noru. Okay, so noru is like to get on, blah blah blah. So we could translate the ni as on in this case. Okay, so moving on, for the masuke is norimasu. Okay, and the sentence here is 毎日電車に乗ります。毎日電車に乗ります。毎日電車に乗ります。Okay, every day I get on the train. Okay, 毎日電車に乗ります。So if you are working or studying in Japan, most likely you would have to get on a train every day. We use train to commute in Japan a lot. Basically, not everybody has a car, especially if you live in a small city. Maybe you would have car, but if you live in a big city like Osaka or Tokyo, it's so convenient to get on a train that most people actually do so. So you would be using this. Okay, and one interesting fact to share with you guys is that maybe because so many people use train in Japan, we have a ticket that it's like a monthly ticket. Is actually a card, a magnetic card, that we call it teiki. So if you are a student or if you are working, you can actually buy that with a discount. So you don't have to buy a train ticket every day. It's really cheaper if you would do so. So it's actually a situation that you could use this sentence like I get on a train every day, so I would like to buy a teiki ね。So 毎日電車に乗るので定期買いたいですね。定期が買いたいです。Okay? Anyway, moving on. Next one is the negative form ない。So the ru becomes ら。乗らない。Okay, so the sentence is あの船に乗らない方がいいです。あの船に 乗らない方がいいです。あの船に乗らない方がいいです。Okay? So, ano is that, referring to something that is far from both of you. Fune means boat. It could be a cruise ship as well, but in this case particularly, it's like you can think of a smaller boat. Noranai, so it's don't get on. However, we already learned that I have a lesson that I teach you guys that the verb negative form plus hogai means it's better off not to blah blah blah. All right. So in this case, it's better off not to get on that boat. So let's say that you know that the boat is malfunctioning or it's too old or they had an accident before. That's why you're saying that. Well, あの船に乗らない方がいいですよ。ね。And the person asks, why? ね。どうしてですか？なぜですか？ And then you would explain why. Okay? So please remember, blah 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 ない方がいいです or 方がいい if you are a friend. That means it's better off not to, meaning like when you want to give an advice. Okay, the last one is our imperative form. However, in this case here, we are using the imperative form not as an imperative meaning, however, more as a pause between the sentences. Okay, it's a way to connect the sentences. So in this case here, the sentence is バスに乗って空港に行きます。バスに乗って空港に行きます。バスに乗って空港に行きます。Or you could also say 空港へ行きます, okay? Because we use へ. Let me write here for you guys. へ行きます a lot as well. I kind of see へ being used more than に. With 行きます. But anyway, what I want to explain to you guys here is that, for example, this is a way of you to cut the sentence and give it a pause, but also we use it as when you have a lot of actions going on in a sequence, you know. So a good example to explain is like when you wake up and you are describing what do you do before, let's say, you head off to school, you could use this. Let's say I wake up, I brush my teeth, and then I have breakfast, and then I go to school. So I have two actions before I go to school, right? So you could say 毎朝ね every morning 歯を磨いてね歯を磨いて is the first 手朝ごはんを食べて second 手学校へ行きます Okay, so like that is like do something and then I do this. Okay, so it's a very useful way of using te when you are explaining something that your sentence is too long and you have a lot of verbs to describe the actions. Okay, so that's it for this lesson, guys. It kind of became a little bit high level with the explanations, but this is what I love about Japanese, is that you can have a lot of like set of words or expressions just by using recycling things that you already learn or you already know, and that's really convenient. So in my opinion, I find Japanese much easier than English, Spanish, Portuguese, French, because of this, because there's so much you can recycle, with new set of words and new meaning and that kind of stuff that is really useful. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and on the next lesson I will be introducing you the verb kariru, which means when you are borrowing something, okay, you will be using that. It's gonna be this one. Okay, so see you on the next lesson then. Take care. Bye bye.